Welcome to the first weekly video series. Each Thursday, I'll be bringing you actionable tips you can implement in your business. A guest I interviewed on the podcast yesterday said the best advice he ever received from his dad was don't reinvent the wheel, just do something better than others. And that perfectly sets us up for today's chat about 4 ways to improve your client's virtual meeting experience. Now, I know we're all thrust into virtual meetings. A lot of people hadn't done them before and weren't really comfortable with them, while you also have spouses and partners and kids and animals running around the house. So it's been a bit challenging. But from what I'm seeing from having meetings with advisors all around the world and from attending conferences is that we still have room to do these meetings a little better than others. And we're going to be thinking about everything, as we should with all the things we do in our business, from your client's perspective. So the first thing is around lighting. Ideally, have a window right in front of you. So I'm very fortunate. I've got a window right on the other side. I get lovely ambient light living in the desert. It's sunny almost all year round, but I know that's not possible everywhere. So whatever is possible, make sure you have light either in front of or sort of on the side off to an angle. The number one no-no is do not have a window or bright lighting behind you so that you're just a big dark blob that clients can't see. Again, think about it like being in a face-to-face in-person meeting. If you were in a bright conference room, you'd shut those blinds to make sure if the client's looking at you at the window behind you that they weren't blinded. The second is around sound. Computers are amazing, laptops are fantastic, but the speakers that are included in your computer are not good for meetings. So often it sounds like you actually dropped your computer down a concrete well and it's just echoing throughout. So not great. Wherever possible, at the least, use like iPhone headphones. You don't have to get something expensive. I know I've got my podcast microphone here, but just having headphones makes a huge difference. But one thing to keep in mind that happens pretty frequently if you have longer hair than I do is the microphone rubbing up against your hair, so it sounds like static the whole time. Or if you have a collar, it'll often hang, and as you're making movements in the meeting, it'll brush up against the collar, again creating that static sound. And if you're not sure how you sound, Zoom is free. Even if you have a company account, sign into that, do it on your own, and just test the different sounds. You can hit record so that you get to see the exact experience that your clients are getting. Because if you were sitting in an in-person meeting, you probably wouldn't want to have your mouth all muffled and stuff in. You would want to have really good crystal clear sound so that clients aren't distracted. The third is your camera. So look at the camera. And I know that's super awkward and it feels super strange, but if you're in an in-person meeting, you're probably not going to be looking over there if the client is right here, or looking up or looking down. As much as possible, keep that in-person feel and try to look them in the eye. Of course, you're going to have times you're looking around the screen as you're talking them through something or grabbing notes, but whenever you can, look back up at the camera. I've heard of some people put pictures of their kids or pictures of their pets right above the camera just to remind them. Second on that, keep it at eye level. I know that can sometimes be weird because you need to take notes, and on laptops, if you don't have a separate keyboard, that can be weird, but try to keep it at eye level. And if you have one of those laptops that the microphone is in the bottom corner, so it's kind of looking up your nose, try to just get an inexpensive webcam that you can pop on the top so you're having a normal conversation. And third on that, I would say I saw this in an event I attended recently. Don't know how it happened, but try not to have your camera look like you're in an airplane turbulence. There was somebody presenting, and the whole time his camera was just shaking, and I was watching it and got a bit seasick in a way. And then the last one is do not disturb. So make sure your phone and your computer are set to do not disturb. Turn off all those dings and those vibrations and those notifications that come through. Because if you're sitting in a conference room face to face, hopefully your phone's not going off there. So it also shouldn't be going off in a virtual meeting. So We're probably going to be in this virtual world for a while. Some clients and advisors want to continue it going forward. So as much as we can, let's try to bring that face-to-face feel to it. So I hope today's tips helped you. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email at hello@innovatingadvice.com.